women's turn as they host the 8th seed Lourdes Gray Wolves. Warriors locked up the regular season. Perfect regular season for the Lourdes University Gray Wolves. 12-game winning streak. The Rochester University Wolves. Rochester University and the NAIA are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. Please do your part by showing respect to our respected athlete, coach, and official involved in today's contest. We ask that each guest in attendance follow social distancing guidelines and please wear your mask. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Clayton Bissett will lead us in the pre-game prayer.
Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for this day that you've given us and this time that you've provided for these two teams to come together and compete against one another. I ask that you help both teams to compete to the best of their abilities. We thank you for those abilities. We ask that you be with every player, coach, official, staff, and fan that is here. I ask that you give us safe travel back home. Christ's name, amen.
Now our starting lineups for tonight's game. First for Lourdes.
Hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast of Rochester University Women's Basketball on the Rochester Sports Network. My name's Stephen McDonald, bringing you all the action from day one of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference Tournament. The men knocked off Lawrence Tech earlier tonight 80-59 right here from Garth Pleasant Arena. Now it's the women's turn as they host the 8th seed Lourdes Gray Wolves. The Warriors locked up the regular season conference title and the number 1 overall seed with a win here on Sunday versus Aquinas. The Warriors come in following a perfect regular season conference slate and on a 12-game winning streak, but the Gray Wolves have upset on their minds. Can Lourdes be the team to finally take down Rochester? Or will the Warriors join the men's team in round 2 on Saturday? We are about to find out. Taking a look at the starting lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Gray Wolves of Lourdes. They have Shea Pedroza, Sarah Semler, and Gabby Stover as the guards, and up front, Leah Goodwin and Mary Lydell. And for the Warriors, Brent Wichner going with the same starting 5. Alicia Matos, Sanaya Gregory, the backcourt, with Delaney Bowles, Jakara Thompson, and Sienna Gloucester, your forwards for the 12-0 WAC Conference champion Rochester Warriors. On the other side, Lourdes coming in 3-10 in conference play, grabbing that 8th and final spot here in the WAC tournament as the tip controlled by Matos. Far corner to Thompson, looking inside goes Bowles. Bowles turning, double teamed, high up arcing shot, no good, and out of bounds over to the Gray Wolves. Lourdes with their first possession. Warriors applying that full court pressure that we're accustomed to seeing out of them. They'll go to that early and often in this game. They generate a lot of turnovers off it as well. As a 3 on the wing, rattled around, couldn't find its way to the bottom. Offensive rebound, kick out, 3 on the way again. That one heels off no good. That one from Semler, pushing ahead, looking for Gloucester, and just a touch behind her, out of bounds on the pass from Alicia Matos. A pair of early turnovers for the Warriors. A bit uncharacteristic of them as they come in 25th in the nation in turnover margin. Now 2 turnovers for the Warriors, none so far for the Wolves. As we are scoreless, now over a minute into the game. Lydell gives it off, they swing it around the perimeter. Knocked away Thompson, tippy-toed the sideline. racing ahead, laying it up, laying it in is Jakara Thompson. What a play by Jakara Thompson. As she comes in, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Thompson comes in at about 17 points per game, good for 49th in the nation. And she got the scoring going just a moment ago. As Matos handles the basketball up on the logo, gives off Bowles. Turning, gives it up, back to Matos. Matos looked at the 3, now steps back behind the screen, driving baseline, up off the rim, no good. Bowles had it, then lost it, as Pedroza comes away with it. Stepping back, shooting the 3 and got it. Mary Lydell. Lydell was an absolute stat stuffer the last time these two teams met. 19 points, 9 rebounds to go along with 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks for the Wolves. As Gregory swings it this side, Matos tries a 3. That bangs off the rim, no good. Gloucester inside, got it blocked. Up with it a second time, no. And finally into the hands of Gabby Stover as they send it down the far side. Lydell turns, shoots on Thompson, no good. Bowles had the rebound, had it stripped, laying it up, laying it in. That was Leah Goodwin on the lay-in, 5-2. Wolves in the lead, 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Matos. Thompson gives it to Gregory. Now swing it around Matos. Matos behind a screen from Bowles. Gives it up Thompson straight away. This way, Gregory, she'll try the 3. Heels off. Push it ahead for Semler. Semler working on Thompson, steps back. Gets it from Stover. Now she'll carry to the point. Warriors just 1 of 7 out of the gate. 2 out of 6 for the Wolves. Leaning, high arcing shot, no good by Pedroza. Kept in by Bowles. Outlet goes Thompson. Thompson racing ahead and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. Jakara Thompson, the lone basket so far for Rochester. As Lydell with 3 and Goodwin with 2 for the Wolves. Rochester in the home whites. Matos with it, 10 on the shot clock, steps back, she'll look at a 3. That one's off the back end. Gloucester the rebound. She's good for about 9 of those per game. Turning Bulls, underhand scoop, no good. Inside lay-in, Lydell's good. She got a step on Thompson. Gives Semler the assist. And the Warriors in an early 5-2 hole. Having some trouble against this Wolves zone as Gregory skips it far side. Thompson looked at a 3, steps inside, floats one up off glass, halfway down, and it popped out. Matos to trigger on the inbound. Warriors still sitting at 2 points. Handoff goes far corner. Matos drives in, stops, lost the handle as she was stripped by Sarah Semler. Inside kick out Pedroza, saves it. Move it all the way up top. Semler working on Gregory. Now finally lost it off her foot, trying to go to her right. Matos pushing it ahead, moves it to Gregory. Thompson, far side 3, bangs off the back, no good. Gloucester, another offensive board. She gets about 3.5 of those per game. Bulls turning, shooting, off glass, no, but draws the foul. As Kalani Broyles checks in. She'll sub in for Gabby Stover, as the Warriors just 1 for 11 from the floor to start this game. Bulls' first free throw up and off the back end, no good. A rare miss for Bulls, as she comes in 5th nationally in free throw percentage, just about 90%. Second one's up, and she uses the backboard to get that one to go. 1 out of 2 at the line for Delaney Bulls. The Warriors still down 4. 4.5 to go first quarter. Semler gives it up Goodwin. Now driving is Broyles. Broyles steps through on Gloucester. Thompson active hands defensively. Broyles to her right, up off glass, a little too strong. And the rebound outlet to Matos. Matos leaves it Gloucester. Gloucester driving in, off glass, no. Tried to use the square. The ball out of bounds. Now in possession are the Lourdes Gray Wolves. Into the ball game now for the Warriors is number 11, Shea Kaiser. So Thompson, Gregory, Matos, Kaiser, and Bulls, your 5 for the Warriors. Kaiser with her three-point shooting ability, probably coming in to try and stretch this Wolves zone a little bit as they move to the point with Broyles. Charging to her right, kicks out. Pedroza gets it right back from her up fake, steps inside the arc, rises for 2, and got the long range 2 to go. Kaiser gives it to Thompson. Kaiser tries the 3, and it's through. And that's exactly why Brent Wickner got her into the game, to stretch that zone out a bit. And that cuts the Wolves' lead to 3, 9-6 with 3:08 to go first quarter. Broyles looked at the 3, now goes inside, swing it back this way to Pedroza. Pedroza driving, free throw line, kick out. Broyles, she'll try a 3, and got the 3. A quick timeout on the floor called by the Wolves. 12-6 our score. Wolves in the lead. 2:48 to go first quarter on the Rochester Sports Network. Out of the timeout on the Rochester Sports Network, Stephen McDonald bringing you all of today's action in the first round of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference Tournament. That ball slapped out of bounds off of Kalani Broyles. It'll stay on the left side of your screen with the Warriors. Kaiser to inbound as Rochester finds themselves in an early 12-6 hole. Gregory gives it to Thompson, turns, Matos inside Bulls, up high off glass, couldn't get the bounce, but draws the foul. So Bulls 1 out of 2 at the line so far in this one with her second trip. puts up the first one off the back, no good. Second one's up. And that one spins out as well, so just 1 out of 4 at the line for bowls so far. And the Warriors still in that 6-point hole as Gregory all over Semler, able to get rid of it. Now, basket cut baseline out of bounds. They'll say knocked out of bounds off the Warriors. Semler to inbound. Gets it Lydell. Lydell, the Broyles working on Kaiser. She steps back. The long deuce, and it's through. They'll give her the 3 as she stepped back behind the line. So it's 15-6. Thompson driving in, lost it out of bounds. Had it knocked away as she went up. And Rochester just 2 of 13 as the corner 3. Gregory, that's off the back, no good. And a foul behind the play. They'll get Sanaya Gregory.
Rochester foul number 4, Sanaya Gregory.
As Gloucester checks back in, she'll replace Delaney Bowles. And into the game for the first time is Mimi McNutt, as sitting down is Alicia Matos. That ball came right down the line at center court. Lydell gave it to Semler. Now Broyles with it, working on Kaiser. Had that step back a moment ago. Got it blocked by Kaiser. And rolls out of bounds on the baseline. It'll stay at this end. 14 on the shot clock. As Semler to trigger. Gets it in Pedroza, working on McNutt, goes baseline, turns, and as she turned with it, she travels. Kaiser with 3, Thompson 2, Bowles 1. Your scores for the Warriors. Royals with 6, Lydell with 5. As Gregory turns, gives off, they swing it far side. McNutt will look at a 3. That comes up short, no good, and a foul underneath the basket. And it'll go the other way as they get Kaiser with the foul. That's Kaiser's first, team second. Wolves shooting 6 of 12 from the floor in the opening quarter as we are under a minute to play in the first. Royals turns, drew some contact from Sanaya Gregory, but they'll say she traveled with it. Back into the game is Gabby Stover. Thompson, Gregory, McNutt, Kaiser, and Gloucester, your 5 for the Warriors. As they're down 9, 15-6. And taking an extra step is Sanaya Gregory. Five turnovers in the opening quarter for Rochester, 4 for the Wolves. And a stretch pass cutting baseline, looking for Broyles out of bounds. And if you're the Warriors, you're just looking to get out of this first quarter with the deficit not much more than what it is now. Inbound comes to Thompson. Final 22 seconds of the first, shot clock turned off as Thompson moves it to Gregory at the logo. She gives off Gloucester at the elbow, stepping back, but as she turned with it, traveled with it. And Brent Wickner becoming very frustrated with his team's play here in the first quarter. Final 10 seconds. And coming up the court, Stover not looking for the ball, and it sails out on the far sideline, so 6.9 to go first quarter. And the inbound comes to Sanaya Gregory. She gives back quickly. Thompson lost the handle. And out of bounds once again on the far side, 1.8. And on the inbounds is Jakara Thompson. Inbound comes in. Gloucester up at the rim, blocked out of bounds. And that is how the first quarter will end, somewhat mercifully for the Warriors. 15-6 our score after one. Wolves in the lead. Some stats from that first quarter play. Warriors just 2 of 16 from the floor. While on the other side, Broyles with 6, Lydell with 5, and Goodwin and Pedroza with 2 each. We go to the second on the Rochester Sports Network. Start of the second quarter here from Garth Pleasant Arena. This first round matchup in the WAC Conference Tournament. Turning, hooking, and hitting. And that opens the scoring of the second quarter, 17-6. The lead widens for the Wolves as Matos gets it far side, screen from Bulls, moves it Thompson. She'll try a three. Off the rim, no good. Bulls pulls down the rebound and got it up and in. Maybe that'll spark something for the Warriors as they had just 6 points in that opening quarter. Still shooting 15.8% for the game, 53.8% for Lourdes on the other side. Also 6 turnovers for both teams in that opening quarter. Semler kicks, wing, 3 on the way, too strong. Bulls the rebound, outlet Thompson. She races up the floor, looking to attack, goes baseline, and before she put up the shot, she traveled with it. Seventh turnover on the Warriors. McNutt, Matos, Thompson, Bulls, and Gloucester for the Warriors in white. As Jordan Phillips checks in at the scorer's table. A turnover into the hands of Thompson. Moves it to Matos. Matos screen from Bulls. Matos patiently inside, got it blocked. Maybe a little too patient was Matos at the other end. Drawing the foul was Kalani Broyles. Matos drawing the foul, her first. As Phillips comes in for Thompson. First free throw's up and good. Push the lead to 10, 18-8. 8:17 to go first half. Broyles' second one off the heel, no good. Matos moves it ahead, trying to weave her way through the defense. McNutt tries a three, high arcing shot, no good. Gloucester fighting for the rebound, and finally picked up off the deck by Mary Lytle. Semler, three from the wing, short. Offensive rebound, kick out Pedroza. And Pedroza on the shot, draws the foul. Looks like they'll get McNutt. As McNutt will sit down. At the line, Shea Pedroza. First one's up and good. Pedroza averaging 8.3 points per game. She currently sits at 3. Second one's up and good for her as well, so give her 4. Let's go along with 1 assist. And the lead now 12. Warriors still struggling from the floor. Bowles turns, drives inside. Underhand scoop, can't hit. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Wolves. Matos on the inbound. Bowles gives it to her in the corner. Pump fakes, moves it. Phillips, she'll try a three. Too strong. Move it this way, Lydell. Pedroza, far side for Stover. Stover turns, gives up. Free throw line cut, steps back, shooting and scoring is Mary Lytle. Gloucester gives off Kaiser. Kaiser all the way down to the baseline, pulls up. Two-pointer spins out. And the Warriors still can't buy a bucket. Matos goes to Bowles. Gives it Matos. Matos the three short. Stover, corner for Goodwin. Phillips got a hand on it. Kaiser driving baseline, steps back. Tried to move it to the point. Matos had it knocked away, able to save it. Matos inside Bowles, double teamed, hooks up a shot, no good. And Bowles now 1 of 5 from the floor. Just 3 points on the night. Pedroza, free throw line jumper. Trying to save it out of bounds. Unsuccessfully is Leah Goodwin. As Thompson and Gregory check back in. For Kaiser and Phillips. Lauren Gray checking in for the Wolves. Matos with it. Warriors in a 14-point hole as she moves it to Gregory, gets it right back from her. Skip it far side Thompson. She stared at the three for a minute, gives it Gloucester. Gloucester spins it out. Bowles, the offensive rebound, put back, no, but the foul, yes. Give Mary Ladle her second. As Broyles checks back in for her. as Delaney Bowles heads to the free throw line for her third trip. First one's up and rattles it around and down. And this is where the Warriors can start to scratch away at this lead. Second one off the back end, no good. But the Warriors can get back in this one at the free throw line. A very good free throw shooting team. 17th in the nation in that statistic. As a three from the opposite wing is through. Gabby Stover, on the other hand, has some other ideas. Matos with it. 25-9 our score. As Olivia Farrell at the scorer's table. Gloucester goes inside Bowles, had it knocked away, collects, lays it up with the left hand and in. And the Warriors finally into double figures. Bowles with 4. Kaiser 3, Thompson 2. Bowles with 6 after that lay-in. Also has 7 rebounds. That jump shot no good on the deck. And a tie-up with the possession arrow favoring Rochester.
Lourdes calling Royals. Rochester ball, now in game for Rochester. 44, Olivia Farrell.
Farrell does check in for Bowles as Broyles picked up that last foul. That's her first, team second. So fouls 2 aside here in the second quarter with 4:28 to go. Matos with it. Handling it at the logo. This looks like the Warriors aren't on the same page offensively, as that shot up and off the heel, no good by Matos. A lot of communication out there on offense from this Warriors team, both on the court and coming from the sideline right now. Matos inbound, Thompson, quick trigger, rolls off the rim. Gloucester kick out Matos, she'll try a 3. That one's no good. And on the floor, they're going to get Farrell with the foul. Inbound comes to Gray. Now in the hands of Stover, working on Gloucester. Swing it up top. Working on Matos, screen by Gray. Working left is Semler. Semler drops it off, driving baseline. Inside it goes, knocked away, and saved along the baseline by Farrell. Matos looking for Gloucester, had it knocked away and out of bounds. Matos looking for her first assist in this one, turning, shooting underneath the rim was Thompson. Gray swatted away by Gloucester. Picked up Broyles. Broyles just above the free throw line. Stop, pop, shooting and scoring is Gabby Stover. And the tie-up will stay with the Warriors as we play here in this WAC conference tournament game between the 1 seed Warriors and the 8th seed Wolves. Wolves with the 17-point lead, 28-11. Rochester just 12.5% shooting the basketball this half, while Lourdes is up to 50% inside Gloucester, and she travels with it once again. Warriors prone to just 1 too many steps here in the first half, as Gloucester steals it away, gives it Matos. She'll leave it Gloucester on the lay-in. And the offensive foul on Sienna Gloucester. Brent Wickner saying the defender didn't get there in time, didn't have her feet set. Referees tend to disagree. So it'll be Lourdes basketball up 17, 2:28 to go first half. Stepping back with it is Pedroza. Wolves 5 of 11 from behind the long line, trying to throw one up. Looks like he got blocked. Now Broyles controls, turns, and scores. Kalani Broyles up to 9 points in the first half. Thompson baseline, tightrope the sideline, and keeping it in is Matos. Thompson with 10 on the clock, gives it up Matos, swing it for Farrell, gets it right back from her. 3 on the clock, Matos, three-pointer off the backboard. Royals racing front court, tried to leave it for Semler and turned it over. As Kaiser checks back in Matos. Farrell, Thompson, Gregory, Kaiser, and Gloucester on the floor for the Warriors. Looking to get anything going offensively. The Wolves doing a very solid job in this opening half. Thompson steps back, fires up to 2, no good. Gloucester, the offensive rebound, left it short on the rim. Tapped out of bounds, and they'll say off of Olivia Farrell. Delaney Bowles sits down at the scorer's table. Wolves with the 30-11 lead as they give it off to Broyles. Broyles with 9. Lays it up on the underhand flip and in. Kalani Broyles with 11 first half points. She leads all scorers as Kaiser goes high post, Gloucester turning, and Sienna Gloucester travels. Bowles checks in for Gloucester. Semler brings it across the timeline, gives off. A collision, driving in, laying it up and scoring. Gabby Stover. Thompson the 3, and she got it to go. Final 12 seconds of the first half, but Warriors still in a big hole, 34-14. Semler gives it off and traveled with it. Gabby Stover with the extra step. And with 3.3 to go first half, the Warriors will have one last shot at it. Thompson across the timeline, rising, floating, and short with it. And that is how the first half will end. 34-14 our score. Check some stats through the first 20 minutes of play. Delaney Bowles with 6, Jakara Thompson 5, Shea Kaiser with 3. Your scores for the Warriors. On the other side for the Wolves, Kalani Broyles with 11 on 4 of 6 shooting. Also had 3 rebounds, 1 assist in the first half. Mary Lytle with 7. Gabby Stover finished with 8, and Leah Goodwin with 4. The Warriors shooting just 13.5% from the floor compared to 54% for the Wolves. Turnovers, the Warriors the better in that category, 13-10, but still find themselves down in a 20-point halftime deficit. We'll step aside, come back in about 14 minutes with the start of the second half on the Rochester Sports Network. 20 minutes for the Warriors to find something. Down 20. And a push-off on the far side, no call. Sanaya Gregory hit the deck. And the Warriors bench comes out loud here in the second half from Garth Pleasant Arena. Let's see if that gives them some energy on the court. Move it, Pedroza tries a three, that one spins off. Offensive board, kick it, corner three, a second try, no. And Delaney Bowles reaching for the rebound, tapped it out of bounds. Rochester 13.5% from the floor in that opening half as it moves up top. Lydell. 2 are left working on Thompson, gives it up. This is Stover. Now swing it for Pedroza. Pedroza driving in, laying it up off backboard, no. Rebound Bowles. Outlet Thompson, she'll step into a three, left it short. Now Gregory picking up some full court pressure on the ball. Move it Stover, back to the logo with Semler. Now this way it goes, Lydell. Lydell steps back, rises, can't hit. Rebound tapped, Matos. And battling for the loose ball, Alicia Matos draws the foul. They'll get Gabby Stover with the contact. For Stover, her first. The Warriors still down 20, 34-14, 8.5 to go, third quarter. Gregory hesitates, steps back. They work it back to the point, Matos. Bowles, handoff Thompson, she curls around 2 screens. 8 on the shot clock, Bowles turning, hooking and blocked. Dribbled it off her foot, turned over to Bowles. Gloucester races in, turns, hooks, can't hit. And tapped out of bounds. It'll stay on the right side of your screen. Bowles with 6, Thompson 5, and Kaiser 3. The scores for the Warriors. Matos nowhere to go with it, finally gets it in. Bowles. She'll go handoff Matos. 15 on the shot clock as she steps back with it. Bowles locked off in the post. Gregory picked up her foot and traveled. And a timeout on the floor called by Lourdes. They're up 20, 7:47 to go, third quarter on the Rochester Sports Network. The Warriors searching for answers on the offensive end. Down 20 here in the third quarter. As the Warriors men's team in attendance, Lydell takes the shot and she traveled with it. The men's team winning their contest earlier tonight, 80-59. Over Lawrence Tech. They'll move to the second round on Saturday. Matos drives in looking for Bowles. And a kick ball down low. Matos baseline inbound. Bowles Hands off Matos. Matos drives in. Lost her balance, and she's down behind the play. Layup at the other end, no good. And now the Warriors back in possession. We'll get a stoppage for the injury to Alicia Matos. Matos went baseline with it on the last possession. Lost control and hit the floor. She's able to make her way back to her feet. She looks to be all right, just a little banged up. As she'll make her way back to the locker room. 7:10 to go, third quarter. Still nobody putting one through here in the third. 34-14 was our score at the half. Gregory, Kaiser, Gloucester, Thompson, Bowles, the 5 for the Warriors. With Matos in the locker room. Kick it this side. Kaiser, she'll try a 3. That one left. Gloucester trying to save it, had it swatted and into the hands of the Wolves. Lydell pushing ahead and knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Sienna Gloucester. Inbound. Swing it all the way around. Semler on a cut. Goes Stover. A whistle and a foul. They'll get Gloucester. First team foul of the third quarter. The crowd wanted to travel on Stover, and they'll get it. As Stover turned, took an extra step before she gave it up. As Matos returns to the sideline, looks like she has a bruise on her forehead. Thompson 3, no good. Some pressure applied by Thompson. They move it far side corner. Semler the 2, and that one's through. Looks like they'll say she was behind the line. It will be a 3 for Semler. Assist from Pedroza. And a 23-point Wolves lead with 5:48 to go, third quarter. Kaiser, defended by Pedroza, gives it up. Gloucester turning, free throw line. Bowles, and an offensive foul as Bowles made her way to the basket. It'll be Lourdes basketball on the baseline. For Bowles, that's her first. Semler handles it. Now handoff Broyles. Broyles kicks out far side. Semler for 3, and she goes back to back from the same corner. Thompson swings it. They go far side. Gloucester inside. Bowles. And Delaney Bowles traveled with the basketball. The Warriors bench very frustrated in this one, as they have not played their best game. 3 from Broyles, no good. Pass from Gregory, tipped, nearly stolen. Thompson races in, lays it up, lays it in, counted and a foul, and the Rochester bench comes alive. You could tell the bench was looking for something, anything, to go the Warriors' way, and they got it right there. As Bowles checks out for Farrell. That foul on Thompson goes against Broyles, so Thompson at the free throw line looking to complete the and one. Free throws up and good. And now the Warriors picking up a little full court pressure. Broyles turned over to Thompson looking for Semler. Thompson getting back on defense following the free throw. And a foul inside on Leah Goodwin, her first. Thompson, long two, no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Lourdes. Right to left, here they come 3-on-1. Move it far side, Semler back this way. Swing it all the way around. Broyles off the rim, no. Rebound Farrell, push ahead Thompson. 1-on-1, Broyles cross over, lay it up, pinball it, and score it. Jakara Thompson. And some more full court pressure by the Warriors. Bench up on their feet for the ladies in white. Move it, corner, Lydell. Working on Gloucester, 10 on the shot clock. It's getting loud in here, folks. Driving, shooting, friendly hop off the rim and down. Pedroza with the lay-in, timeout on the floor. 42-19 with 3:28 to go third quarter on the Rochester Sports Network. We're back on the Rochester Sports Network. Stephen McDonald bringing you today's first round action in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference Tournament on the Rochester Sports Network. Kaiser goes inside Gloucester, kick out Thompson. Thompson for three, no good. Bumped and fouled. It's Kalani Broyles. She gets bumped by Sanaya Gregory. That'll be her second. That's the team's third foul of the quarter. 3 aside here in the third. Driving Thompson. Collision and a foul. Jakara Thompson's first. Sideline inbound. Semler gives it up Broyles. Move it this way for Lydell. Lydell 7 points in the game. Backing her way in. Leaves it. Hooking, no good. Lydell. Thompson pushing ahead. 5-on-4. Matos back into the game. And a blocking foul underneath on Semler. Semler second. Puts Matos on the line. Matos back in after suffering that injury just a few minutes ago as she hit the floor down at this end. Got a nice bump on the forehead to show for it as the first one's up and good. That's the first point in this one for Matos, 0 for 9 from the floor. Second one's up and good for her as well. Layup, Royals off the backboard, no good. Farrell leaves it for Thompson. Thompson straight ahead, lays it up, lays it in, count it, and the foul, Jakara Thompson. Gabby Stover, the foul. That sends us to a timeout on the floor called by Brent Wickner. 42-23, our score here in the third. 2:22 to go in the third on the Rochester Sports Network. Thompson at the line shooting one. Free throws up and good. As it went dead silent in here, you could hear a pin drop for that free throw. Warriors back within 20, 42-24. 2:13 to go third quarter. Semler inside it goes. Layup good for Goodwin. Semler the assist. Farrell with it, gives it up Gloucester. Extra pass Matos. Matos to her right, trying to go inside Gloucester. Baseline inbound comes Thompson, high off glass, can't hit it. Gloucester the offensive board and tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors as Jakara Thompson's up to 13 points. Gloucester inside, straight up and in on the lay-in. A strong take and give the assist to Matos. And the Warriors bench getting loud once again as Goodwin moves it this way. Royals lost the handle, out of bounds. And the referee signals it'll stay with the Wolves. Inbound comes up top. Pedroza with it. Move it, Broyles. Broyles charges in. Up, off the rim, no good. And a foul underneath. They'll get Gloucester on the foul. That'll be her third. Free throws up and good from Stover. Second one's up and good as well. Final minute of play, third quarter, 46-26 our score. Stover now with 10 on the game. Matos drew some contact. Trying to get rid of it, now does. Swing it all the way around. Thompson driving in. Lay it up. Lay it in. Jakara Thompson and the foul. Thompson doing everything she can to keep her team in this one. Fouls on Semler, her third. And again, it goes very quiet here in Garth Pleasant Arena. The free throw up and good. Baseline inbound. And a 5-second call under the basket. Or did they get a timeout first? A timeout, they'll say, on the floor. Lourdes with the timeout. 46-29, 40.1 to go in the third on the Rochester Sports Network. Out of the timeout, nearly turned over on the far sideline. Warriors picking up some full court pressure as both teams play in the bonus here in the third with 5 fouls apiece. Warriors bench still loud. Inbound comes Semler, pushed ahead, layup blocked by Gloucester, and they'll get her for the foul. That's number 4 on Sienna Gloucester. As Shemaya Butler at the scorer's table, she'll come in for Gloucester. So Gloucester sits with 4 fouls. It'll be Thompson, Gregory, Farrell, Matos, and Butler on the floor as the first free throw's up and good for Leah Goodwin. Second one's up and good for her as well. So it's a 19-point lead. Thompson baseline curls all the way through. 4-second difference. Game clock to shot clock. Mato steps back. Let's go with the shot. Got fouled. Her defender was trailing her. As Pedrosa's hit with the foul, her second. Matos at the line, shooting 2. Once again, it'll go very quiet here in the arena as the first one's up and good. Pretty solid crowd on hand for this one in the first round of the WAC tournament here from Garth Pleasant Arena. Second one's up and good as well. Inbound goes in. Semler lost the handle, turned over Matos as she handles it at the logo. Final 15 seconds of the third. Warriors can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Matos steps through the screen. Now back again, 2 are left. Rises, shoots, off the rim, got it to go, 2 seconds and 1, and that will end the third quarter of play. The Wolves 48, the Warriors 33. Check some stats real quick. Through 3, the Warriors just 21% shooting compared to 43.6% for the Wolves. We'll head to the fourth on the Rochester Sports Network. Ten minutes left in this one, fourth and final quarter of play. From Garth Pleasant Arena on the Rochester Sports Network, Thompson, long two, and it's through! Jakara Thompson up to 18 on the game. Lourdes having trouble getting it in. They finally do to Pedroza. And don't look now, but the Warriors now down 13. Plenty of time left. As the ball goes to Pedroza at the point, gives it up. Driving on Farrell, hooking one up short. Away with it comes Matos, racing front court, leaves it Thompson on the lay-in, and you guessed it, Jakara Thompson, count it, and a foul, and she is fired up. Jakara Thompson with 20 for the game, and my goodness, the Warriors bench, aided by the men's basketball team not much far behind them, erupted on that lay-in. The free throw up and good. Jakara Thompson. It is a 10-point ball game and a 5-second call under the basket. Absolute pandemonium here inside Garth Pleasant Arena. A turnover on the inbound. Matos, far side, Gregory to cut it inside 10. Butler driving, turning, kicking to Thompson. They go inside Farrell. Had it swatted away, but a push and a foul by Leah Goodwin. For Goodwin, that's her second. Matos triggers on the inbound. She goes to Thompson, who has the hot hand. Handoff Matos. Matos playing through that minor injury, that she suffered in the third quarter. Rocking with it. Thompson steps back. Three on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Wolves. That's Liddell. As she picked up her dribble, gives it off Semler. And the bench once again getting loud for the Warriors. Liddell turns the corner, rises and fires from the free throw line and scores it. Thompson with it. She's got 21. Matos up at the logo. Gives off Farrell, gets it back from her. Matos looks at the three, and just off to the left, no good and out of bounds. Wolves, as this ball's thrown into the front court, it's a race to get there. And Farrell on the box out, lets it goes out of bounds. Wolves shooting just about 44% for the game. Rochester 23% from the floor. But that's turnover number 20 on the game, 21 for Lourdes. 14 for Rochester. Matos baseline inbound, goes Bulls. Matos in the corner. Now cycles it for Thompson. Inside Bulls. Got it blocked. And out of bounds. Last touched by Gabby Stover. Two ticks inside of 8 minutes to go. As Bulls hands it to Matos. Matos steps back with it. Nearly took an extra step. Thompson with it. Down on the floor, tied up. Now Bulls. Matos with it, drives in. Euro stepping through the lane, can't hit the shot. And a shot clock violation on the Warriors will turn it back over, their 15th turnover. And Brent Wickner arguing that Matos' lay-in hit the rim. And the referees get together and still say it's a shot clock violation. The crowd not too happy with that call. On the inbound, still looking for somewhere to go with it. Pedroza with it, being harassed by Gregory. Pedroza moves it to the point for Semler. Lourdes with the 12-point lead. Dribble handoff, lost the handle. Gregory gives it to Bowles. Now Butler with it, goes inside Bowles. She turns, lays it up, no good. Got her miss, put it back up and in. Delaney Bowles. And a timeout called by the Warriors. 50-40 our score, 7:06 to go in the game. And you are watching the Rochester Sports Network. .706 to go in the game, racing ahead. Broyles left it on the rim, tapped out of bounds, and it'll be Warriors basketball. Plenty of time left for the Warriors in this one, down just 10. The Wolves' lead was 20 at the half as Matos brings it up the court, steps back, moves it. Butler shoots, spins it off the rim, no good. Pedroza behind the back dribble, gives it off Semler. Semler gives it to Goodwin. As Thompson has locked off her player, layup no good. Bulls fighting for it, a tie-up on the floor. And the possession arrow favors the Wolves. But right now, Jakara Thompson locking off Kalani Broyles. with 20 on the shot clock. Looking to inbound. Finally, they get it in. This is Liddell going to her left, moves it this way on the wing. Kick out Pedroza, one more. Liddell off the screen, shooting. Can't hit Thompson the rebound. Thompson left to right across your screen, racing in. Puts up the shot, no, but got fouled on the way up. So once again, Jakara Thompson heading to the free throw line. Semler with her fourth. Gloucester checks back in for Bowles. So it'll be Matos, Gregory, Thompson, Gloucester, and Farrell on the floor for the Warriors with 6:03 to go. Thompson at the line. First one's up and off the heel, no good. Thompson's first miss from the line tonight. Second one's up and good for her, so split the pair at the line. Jakara Thompson, give her 22 even on the game. As that pass nearly stolen, Thompson still on the ball and just couldn't corral it. Got a fingertip to the ball. Pedroza lost the dribble, picks it up. And now the Warriors all over the place defensively. Gives it up Liddell with 10 on the clock. Pedroza with it at the logo, off the screen, all the way in, rising, shooting no good. The offensive rebound, left it off the rim. Sanaya Gregory comes away with it. Matos working on Broyles, inside Gloucester. Kick it this way, Gregory in the corner. Farrell gets it back from her, swinging all the way around for Thompson. And this is where you want the ball to be right now, in the hands of Jakara Thompson, stepping all the way baseline, turning, shooting. Some contact there, no call. Down the sideline, Broyles lays it up and lays it in. Kalani Broyles with 13 to go along with 4 rebounds. And a timeout, Warriors. 52-41, our score, 4:49 to go in the game on the Rochester Sports Network. .449 to go in the game. Warriors down 11. Matos moves it. Gregory, she'll try a three, and she got the three. A big-time shot from Sanaya Gregory. A perfect time for her first basket of the ball game, and the lead back down to 8. A turnover, Sanaya Gregory into the front court, trying to catch up is Broyles. She throws a shot up and knocked out of bounds by Kalani Broyles. It'll stay on the right side of your screen. Gregory averaging 1.6 steals per game. Got one there. It's turned back over into the hands of Broyles. A reach in and a foul on Matos. She can't believe it. For Matos, just her second. It'll be Wolves basketball underneath their own basket on the baseline. Baseline drive on Farrell. Now basket cut, Liddell stops, shoots, and scores over Thompson. Liddell with 11 to go along with Broyles' 13. Matos gives it to Farrell, swing it Thompson. Inside, lofts it up for Bowles. Bowles off the square and in. Delaney Bowles into double figures with 10. And the Warriors not going down without a fight. Liddell tries a three, spin it around the rim and home. Now push it ahead. Thompson runs into Bowles. Kick out one more. Goes to Gregory. Gregory driving middle with it. Kick it out. Thompson, she'll look at a three. And oh, halfway down and it pops out. Racing ahead, Broyles. And drawing the foul. They'll get Sanaya Gregory.
Rochester foul number 4, Sanaya Gregory.
At the line is Kalani Broyles. Makes the first. She has 14 for the game. The second one up, off the heel, no good. Nearly got her own rebound. The lead is 12 with 3:05 to go. Matos kicks it. Gregory, far side three, and it's through. Sanaya Gregory, 6 points here in the fourth. And it's back to a 9-point ball game. She picks up the full court, got the turnover, racing in, lays it up, left it short, got her miss, and put it back up and in. 5 quick points, Sanaya Gregory to go along with that steal. Liddell backs up at the WAC logo, now gives it off Semler. It is a 7-point ball game with 2:23 to go. If the Wolves are going to win this one, they're going to have to earn it. Scooping, no, but a foul. Delaney Bowles with her second. As Gloucester checks back in, she'll come in for Farrell. Thompson quickly back into the ballgame after a quick rest. She comes in for Mimi McNutt. And with a 7-point lead, Royals will step to the free throw line. First one's up and good. Royals with 15, make it 16. So the lead back to 9. But the Warriors still within reach as the Wolves look to close this one out. Matos gives to Gregory. Gloucester swing it, Matos inside Bowles. She'll lay it up, lay it in. Delaney Bowles and one. Delaney Bowles, 12 points on 5 of 12 from the floor to go along with 10 boards. And she's at the line to shoot one. Free throws up and good. It is a 6-point game with 2:04 to go. Knocked out of bounds by Thompson. So all that'll happen is we'll move about 10 feet down the baseline for another toss-in. Thompson gets a hand on it. And a timeout on the floor. Brent Wickner jumps into the play to save possession for the Warriors. Jakara Thompson putting her body on the line. We have 2 minutes to go in the game. The Wolves' lead is 6. You're watching the Rochester Sports Network. Hang in there with us, folks. Final 2 minutes of play on the Rochester Sports Network from Garth Pleasant Arena in this WAC first round game between the top seeded Warriors and the 8th seed Lourdes Wolves. Matos steps back with the basketball, gives off Thompson. Thompson steps back, tries the three long, and out of bounds, a turnover. With 1:40 to go in the game, Rochester picking up that full court pressure. It comes in. Goodwin gives off. Lourdes with the 6-point lead. As Goodwin dribbles with it, gives it off corner. Stover driving baseline, gives back Goodwin. Basket cut, layup, good by Liddell. And the Warriors needed a stop there. Matos steps back, gives off Gloucester. Picks up her dribble, gives back Matos. She'll try a three. Off the heel, no good. Rebound Gloucester, move it Bowles. One more to Thompson. Inside a minute to play. Thompson up with it and out of bounds on the shot. Inbound comes to Bowles. 48 seconds to go. Gregory, crossover dribble, steps inside, lays it up and in. And we'll get a quick foul on the inbound. Thompson just a little too aggressive playing the ball. For Thompson, her second. So not in any foul trouble. As far as free throws go, Lourdes not in the bonus just yet. The inbound comes in now in the hands of Stover. You got to believe if the Warriors don't get a turnover here, they'll look to foul. Just 30 seconds left in the game, down 6. Gregory on the ball. Pedroza gives it up, and now they do foul with 24 and a half to go. Foul goes against Matos. Lourdes now in the bonus. As Gloucester checks out for Jakara Thompson. So the Warriors down 6, putting in their offensive lineup. Matos, Gregory, Bowles, Kaiser, Thompson. Free throws up and good. Second free throw's through as well. So the lead is 8 with 24 and a half to go. Matos picks it up. Not much time to waste. Matos to her right. Swings it this side. Thompson with 15. Thompson kicks it. Kaiser Three on the way, and it's through! 9.7 to go in the game. 64-54 our score on the Rochester Sports Network. Out of the timeout, a foul for Gloucester. That'll be her fifth and final foul. Back into the game is Shea Kaiser. At the line shooting free throws is Leah Goodwin. She'll get 2 shots. If Lourdes can hang on in this one, they'll face Concordia in the second round on Saturday. As Concordia came out on top over Lawrence Tech, a bump and a foul on the second attempt. That'll go against Goodwin. So we'll go down to the other end and shoot some free throws. As the Warriors can draw just a little bit closer with 8.5 to go. Matos at the line has 6 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists in this one. First one's up and good. So make it a 5-point game. Both teams playing with 5 fouls here for the remaining 8 seconds. Second one's up off the front of the rim. No good. And with 5.3, a foul. Kaiser hit with the foul. Looked like Matos wanted to put that one off the front of the rim and try to get an offensive rebound. Kaiser's second as the free throw's good. Puts it back to a 6-point spread. Second one's up off the front of the rim. Kaiser pulls down the board. Final 3 seconds to Gregory the 3. And that will do it. The Lourdes Grey Wolves shock the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference and knock off the number 1 seed Rochester Warriors 66-60. Your final score in this one. Checking some final stats from Garth Pleasant Arena. Rochester Warriors shooting 27.6%, 44% for the Wolves. Jakara Thompson, 22 points. Delaney Bowles, 13 points, 10 rebounds. And Sanaya Gregory, 10 points. On the other side for the Grey Wolves, Liddell 16, Broyles 16, Goodwin 10, and Semler 8. Lourdes will head to the second round on Saturday and face Concordia in a 4-versus-8 matchup. On the Rochester Sports Network, my name's Stephen McDonald saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where our final score one final time is Lourdes 66 and the Warriors of Rochester 60. This is a presentation of the Rochester Sports Network.